Hello and welcome to our webinar today. I'll be talking about readwritethink.org. My name is Vanessa Favila and the moderator today will be April Lamb. Welcome to our webinar today. I'll be talking about readwritethink.org. My name is Vanessa Favila and the moderator today will be April Lamb. So let me go over what we're going to be doing today. Our focus for this webinar is using Read, Write, Think so that students will be able to get the differentiation that they need using a digital tool. Our ISTE standard is Computational Thinker. The students will identify problems, utilize data, and develop solutions. They will identify and break apart problems. They can collect data and they can synthesize data for solutions. So all of these things can be found on this website and many more. For digital literacy, we need to teach students how to learn in a digital society. This includes teaching them how to find, evaluate, and create content using digital resources. How to use Read, Write, Think. There are so many resources on this website that I could go on for a long time, but I'm just going to focus on one part today. This part includes the lesson plans, student interactives, mobile apps, calendar activities, printouts, and those are just a few of the things that you can find. So we're going to go to the website, Read, Write, Think. So from the website, readwritethink.org, there is the Classroom Resources tab, which is the one that we're going to focus on today. In this tab, you can look at lesson plans, student interactives, mobile apps, calendar activities, and printouts. So we're going to look first at lesson plans. So I'm just going to click on lesson plans. And then you'll see all these lesson plans just start to populate. You can search for a keyword if you're looking for something specific. You can also search by grade level, lesson plan type, the learning objectives, theme, any kind of thing that you want to search by. I teach kindergarten, so does my moderator, April. So I'm going to look at some kindergarten things today, and then I'll show you some other grade levels as well. So since we are learning about Thanksgiving and pilgrims right now, I'm just going to search that and see what comes up. All right, so looking at all of these results, you can see that there's different grade levels that popped up. Like I said, I teach kindergarten, so that's what I want to look at is things that are going to be appropriate for my grade level. So over here, I can refine my search by clicking on kindergarten. That's going to narrow my search results down to 2. So there's a couple of different things, packing the pilgrim's trunk and a Venn diagram. So I'm going to click on this first one. And when you open up the lesson plan, it gives you the grades that it was intended for, the type of lesson plan it is. This one is for a unit, an estimated time for you to complete this lesson, tells you who wrote it, where they're from, and then it goes down into the lesson and all of the components of that down at these tabs below. So in the preview, it gives you an overview of what is this lesson. It has resources that you can use, books. And then back up at the top, you can go over to the Standards tab. From the Standards tab, you can actually find what the TEKS are for this activity. So, of course, we are not Common Course. We're going to go down to State Standards and find Texas. And then click Go. And it will bring up all of the TEKS that are used in this lesson plan. So this is a great thing. You know, if you find things on here that you need a lesson for, you find something on here that you want to use, you're not going to have to go and search and hunt for what the TEKS are because they have them here for you. It also gives you the resources that you'll need and how to prep for this lesson plan. So it gives you books, other things that you might need. This one has trunks, So an actual trunk that you might want to bring in shoe boxes, journals, chart paper, and plain paper. So it gives you all the list of things that you might need. Breaks it down, giving you an instructional plan. So it gives you the student objectives right there. Another thing I know our district is really big in using, and breaks it down to each session. What are you going to be doing each time that you do this? This one is a longer one. It's not just one time lesson plan. It said it's 9 50-minute sessions. There's also a tab for related resources. So this is going to give you our student interactives, calendar activities, and printouts, which are some of the other things that we'll go over in just a minute. So the lesson plans on here are really in-depth, really detailed, and you can find them for all kinds of activities or things that you might want to be working on in your classroom. So if we go back over to our search, we can go back and search for a different topic. Let's see, for comparing numbers. So again, whenever you just type in the keyword, it's going to bring up all grade levels. So again, you can look and see this one just has kindergarten has 1 activity, second grade has 1, third grade has 3. And you can go on up for whatever grade level you are looking for and see what activities they have. So let's just click on a 4th grade one and see what choices they have there. So this one looks like it's actually giving us some things that are doing writing, using symbols, cost and savings using children's literature, and then again using literature with math. So again, all kinds of lesson plans come up in here, and they all give you the same great information to use. I'll go ahead and show you this one as well. It doesn't want to load. Okay, I'm just going to go back up here now to the classroom resources since that's taking a while. I'm going to show you the next thing. So we looked at lesson plans. Now we're going to look at the student interactives. So these are going to be online games that your students can play. And they have several that you can choose from. You can search from. You can search by grade level. You can search by keywords if you're looking for something specific. But I noticed in just looking through, I couldn't find a whole lot by searching for specific keywords. So to me, it would be easier just to look at by grade level. There's not too many to go through, 23 for kindergarten. So you can pick these. I did also find that these interactives can be used obviously through your desktop computers in your classroom. They also have the ability to be used on the iPads. However, these were not in my self-service for my student iPad, so this would be something that I would have to submit to have added to that. But these games can be used either way if it is on your iPad or if they have their own device that they're using. So I'm going to look at the kindergarten games. On these games, there's a whole different level that you can choose from here. Some of these are not going to be things that my students might be able to do right now, but by the end of the year, these may be activities that they can do. Or for my GT or higher level kids, these might be activities that I might be able to give them during a station time. So I'm going to show you a few of these. Let's do ABC Match. Sorry, it's taking a while to load. Okay. So The game comes up, it tells you a little bit about it. There's an overview of what the game is. So if you're looking for an activity for your students to use, you can always just go through these, read through. Is this what you're looking for? It also has a print version so that you can have your kids do this in just a station without using the computer, or you could have them use it for practice for homework, or maybe just in another station once they've done it on the computer, just for review. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how the game works. So you can choose different ways to play. You can play to click on the different pictures. So it has apple starts with A, balloon starts with B. So I'm going to do with timer mode. So it gives them the pictures. They have to choose a picture.
Octopus.
And then they have to find the letter that matches.
Violin. Dog. Apple. Violin. Umbrella.
So as you can see, it is a very kid-friendly setup. It's something that you could show them and they would probably be able to do independently without you needing to assist them with it. This also gives you other things that you can use to go with that resource. So there are many, many activities that you can find in the student interactives. There are some other interactive things on here that I've actually just used the paper version that they have that you can just print out. The alphabet organizer is one of them. This allows you to plug in. I've used it for our word wall words. So I went in and put in each word wall word for each letter, and then I print it out and have sent that home. This also just has a game version. So they can put their name in. And then there's different ways that they can set up how they want to do their words. So if you're having them practice maybe their word wall words, you might want them to do like a list. Or if you want them to have a word and a picture, you can do that as well. So I'll show you the list version first. So you have each letter in the alphabet and you can click on the letter that you want to add words for. And so you can add 5 words to start with. So I'll just put in a few of our words. And then when you're done, you just click OK. You have a check mark there showing you that you've already put something under A. Then you could do another letter, same thing. They can add the words in there. This one would probably need a little bit more explaining and time using and modeling before they would be able to do it completely on their own. Then when you're done, you can choose how you want it printed out. So again, they can do word pages or they can do charts and notes. This isn't something they would have to print out. You could just have them go in and practice typing their words in. So this charts and notes is one way that I have used it, like I said, with sending home my word wall words. So I've gone in and typed up our whole word wall list for the whole year. And then I've printed it out and sent it home so parents have that. I've also done this like for their writing folders or in Writing Station where they can have their words all there ready for them to use. So you can see you can save it, you can share it, you can print it. And that's another great student interactive that I like is the alphabet organizer. So let's go back to mobile apps. So the mobile apps is where you're going to find the student interactives for iPads. But as I said earlier, these were not on my self-service on my student iPad, so it's something that I will have to request be added so that my students can use them on the iPads. But they can still use them on the regular desktop computers. From what I saw, it was mostly the same games that was in the student interactives were on the mobile app. So again, like the acrostic poems, alphabet organizer, things like that. So all of those were the same things. They were just on the mobile app versus the website. The next thing is the calendar activities. So the calendar activities gives you different things that happen during the school year, where there might be like a focus, like it might be a author focus for that month, or different groups that they focus on for the month. So this will give you more ideas to use, especially for your social studies units where you're learning about different people in history. So there are Susan B. Anthony, different election day, lots of historical things, Veterans Day. So this would be a great thing to look at and see if you can find some activities that go along with that time of year. And it goes through every month. So this would be a great one coming up, Veterans Day. This one is geared toward higher grades. So third grade is where it starts. And this will just kind of help your students learn more about that topic. Give me a second while it loads. Okay, so this gives you event description. It gives you classroom activities that you can do, websites that you can look at, and other resources. So again, this is just another great resource for you to go and check out if you have something that you know is coming up like Veterans Day that maybe you don't have a lot of activities or information on. This would be a great resource to go and search for some things that you could do in your classroom. The last one on here is printouts. So printouts, these are, they could be printable worksheets or organizers that students can use in your classroom. A lot of these are based on some of the student interactives and activities from the lesson plans. So if you find a student interactive that you want to use, kind of like the alphabet calendar, you can print those out so that your students can make their own. There's lots of graphic organizers in here for you to choose from as well. There's even assessment tools and informational sheets. So again, you can refine your search by looking for your grade level. So a lot of these things that pop up, like this first one, third through eighth grade, that's too high for me, but I can look over and see they have 7 things for kindergarten. So again, you'll see the alphabet chart is there. Book review template. That's a great one for putting in a stations for your students while they're reading. They can also do a book review. Character maps. There's even exit slips and Venn diagrams. So all of these are great resources that you can just come and print out. And then you have a hard copy for your student to actually write on. So let's look at the book review template. Okay. So if you look at the book review template, it tells you what the printout is, how you can use it. So teaching with this printout, more ideas to try. So that's what I love about this website, Read Write Think, is that it breaks every step down for you and gives you so much detail, so that you're not just going and clicking on something and like thinking, oh, maybe this will work. It tells you how it was used by the teacher who created it and ways that you can do it. Um, so here is an example of the book review template. All right, so I'm just going to review again. Today we just looked at the classroom resources. Again, there is many more. There's professional development, there's videos, parent and after school resources. So there is so much on this website that I just don't have time to cover today. But if you go to classroom resources, and look through lesson plans, student interactives, mobile apps, the calendar activities, and the printouts, you will definitely be able to find something that you can use in your classroom with your students, whether it's on the computer or printing out a paper for them to complete in class. I just want to review again, whenever you are searching for things, you can do by keyword. You can also do grade level, lesson plan type, learning objective, and theme. So there are many great things in there. You can just see, just from clicking on lesson plans, there's 142 just for kindergarten. So there are many lesson plans for you to choose from that could help you in your classroom. So I encourage you to definitely spend some time, check out this website, find things that you can use in your classroom, and just get your kids really involved, especially with the student interactives that are all fun and kid friendly. Well, thank you for joining us today. Again, I'm Vanessa Favila, and my moderator was April Lamb. Be sure to check us out on Twitter, and we're going to stick around for a few minutes to see if there's any questions. And April will be posting the link for your credit today. And let us know if you have any questions.